Di ba Tuesday pa lang? We finally introduced Dragon Zambales. Wow! Good job! Nawala antok ko. Buti na lang holiday bukas. Holiday bukas? Holiday! Keratin! Holiday! Nag-leave ng GC. Yes. To get invited. Ay, oo. Actually, invited naman ako sa DragCon. Hindi pa lang ako nagsasabit ng picture kasi. Huwag kayo mag-alala, te. Magda-DragCon ako. Nakabili na ako ng ticket. May visa na ako. May hotel na ako. Hindi lang ako nagsasabit ng picture kasi wala akong wala akong bagong picture. Nakakaya naman. So, sabi ko, sige. Holiday ngayon? Holiday? Kasi May 1. May 1? Alam mo, amats ko si Maha Salvador ngayon. So kung nakita niyo kung ano mga pinagtutweet ko na may mukha ni Maha Salvador, pagbigyan niyo lang ako. So, ano yan? Tite? Ayan. Where's Rufa May? Rufa May! Spill the tea, mama. Spill the tea? Anong tea? Si Maha. Amsterdam, mami. Amsterdam! Yes. Si Ovi ilalabas na. Ilalabas! Hindi. Hi, ako tong publicist ni Beyonce. Beyonce? Where's Beyonce? Keratin. In fairness, kasi sino man nakaisip ng ID nung commercial na yun, benta siya sa akin. Ayaw tumigil. Yes. So by the way guys, I think I'll be in Poblacion on May 4, Saturday, for OnlyFans. It's been a tradition. Last year we were there, kami ni Prince. So we're gonna have a street party in Poblacion on Saturday. So I think I'll have a performance sa OnlyFans. And ipapasara natin yung street and magiinuman tayo kasi 5 de Mayo. Yes. Yes. What was your reaction when Beyonce gave you flowers? Beyonce! Flowers! Flowers! May 25. Wala. Yeah. Street party! Street party! Yes. Alala ko yun, last year, I was invited to do 5 de Mayo. So, syempre, 5 de Mayo, nag-perform ako ng Spanish na song. So, in a span of 3 days, kinabisado ko yung Spanish na listen ni Beyonce. Beyonce! Tapos, nag-perform ako. Ang puke ng inang mga tao, sinasabayan nila ako. Sinasabayan nila ako kumanta ng listen. Tapos yung listen nila, English. Ay, Diyos ko, pinikit ko na lang yung mata ko kasi hindi ako makapag-lip-sync ng matino. Kasi parang hindi ko pa ganun kakabisado yung pagka-Spanish. Tapos may mga makukulit na sumasabay sa akin ng listen in English. Ang hirap. Spanish! Speaking of OnlyFans, you've seen Titus Lowe's. Who's Titus Lowe? Di ba taga Singapore yon? Listen! Pagka-Spanish! Oo, yung oh yeah! Na 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 na. Yan. Ayan. Spanish! Di ba? Hindi ko na din talaga alam. Ayan. So, kamusta naman kayo, guys? Actually, kaya pala ako nag-live kasi tatanungin ko kayo, anong gusto niyong topic sa evangelism? Kasi nawawalan na ako ng pag-uusapan. Anong gusto niyong anong naghahanap pala ako ng advice? Ako naman yung naghanap ng advice no? Kung anong gusto niyong topic sa evangelism. Rose in the South, nga pala. Guys, meron akong memory ng isda. So sobrang dami kong iniisip. Nga pala, tinignan natin yung resulta ng survey. May 24 hours na ba yung survey? Okay. So, 24 hours. Puta, puro mukha ni Maka yung nandun sa feed ko. Vital statistics! Ayan. Okay. So, final results. is 84% yes, 16% go. So parang laban yung roast in the South. Okay, so tignan natin ha. Ilapit natin sa mga producers kung gusto nila. Family sana. Tangin na naman problema ako sa tangin na pamilya to. Okay. Imposter syndrome. Maganda yan. Maganda yung imposter syndrome. Sige. Actually, sulat nga natin yung mga ideas niyo. Ayan. Sige, isulat natin yung mga ideas niyo, ha? Maganda yan. Tulungan nyo. Tapos i-like nyo, ha? Baka mamaya, gagawin ko ng content. Di nyo naman papansinin para kayo. So, may nagsabi ng imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. Sige, hanap tayo ng top ng tungkol sa imposter syndrome. Hindi okay pero okay lang. Ano daw? Oh my God, actually, nung isang araw, kanina, friendship breakups. Maganda nga yan. Alam mo, like, people talk about like jowa breakup, but do people really talk about yung mga friends na hindi ka nalang kinausap? Work-life balance. Maganda yan. Work-life balance. Work-life balance. Situationship. Oh my gosh. Situationship. Maganda yan. Situationship. What is situationship? Yung hindi kayo, ganyan. College life. What about? Ako kasi nung college ako, like, sweet lang ako. Ayoko kumbaga, hindi ako overachiever, pero hindi ako underachiever. Above average. So, ganyan kasi ko as a student. How to set boundaries. Maganda yan. Boundaries. Lalo na kapag ay guys, oo nga pala. Support natin ang mga jeepney drivers. Speaking of boundaries, no? Yeah. Let's not be angry at our mga drivers for asserting a reasonable work condition for them to continue doing what they do. So yes. Interracial LDR. Darling, wala akong alam sa ganyan. Rebound. Career shift. Career shift. Actually, may nag-ask sa akin yan na parang, anong advice ko sa mga tao that are at the crossroads of their lives? Learning how to say no. Okay, how to say no. Maganda yung mga ganyan. I actually may oo nga. How to say no. Yeah, love versus infatuation. Breadwinners. Friends na nag-drift away, yes. Coping with grief. Ayun lang. Being left out. Ayan. Yung mga FOMO. Ganda, ayan. Finance. I don't exactly, pero money related. Akala... Parang mahirap sa akin manggaling yun. Yung finance decisions. Actually, pwede naman. Pero parang... Maraming mas may expert dun sa bagay na yun Karera. Actually, karera yung next episode. Yun nga yung next episode. Growing in a negative environment. Yeah. Situationship is both you love each other but still kinikilala phase. Comparing yourself. Business. Okay. Keratin. Keratin. People pleasing. Ayan, maganda yan. Actually, yung people pleasing related siya sa topic na yung mga tao that has trouble saying no. Parang malapit siya. Grooming! Hindi ko dapat pinagtatawanan niya. Hoy, Diyos ko ha, yung mga tao, alam nyo, minute ko na. So, nung isang araw, nag-tweet nga ako na parang, nabanggit kasi sa Showtime yung about grooming. Ako naman, hindi ko naman napanood yung buong episode. Parang, so I tweeted about the fact na parang grabe, like, there are people na nanonood ng Showtime that doesn't even know that the word grooming exists. For it to be even mentioned on national TV on ng tanghaling tapat, parang yun lang naman ang point ko, parang oh my gosh, kudos, ang galing ng ang galing ng Showtime for even bringing it to light, starting a conversation about it. And then ang dami ng mga nag-aaway sa sa quote tweets, na sila ganyan, na parang parang green light lang daw yung pag ng mga bata, ng mga underage. Parang, girl, why would I encourage people to have a relationship with minors? But you see, whether I agree with it or not, such a thing exists. And binring up ko lang na parang the word grooming was discussed so openly on national TV, and then people have opinions. Well, anyway, that's Twitter, so parang you have opinions, people will have opinions about your opinions. So, but I mean, I live for intelligent conversations and like open conversations. Pero some people in the comment section are like more concerned with them sounding right than actually having an exchange of thoughts, and so parang don't engage. Ayan, confidence. Anong meaning ng opinions are like assholes, everyone has one? Yo, Eva, who are you rooting for All Stars 9? Siyempre, dun tayo sa bata nating si Plastic. Grabe, 2024 is the year of Asian drag excellence. Grabe, as in, ambon. Sinimula ni Aurora Matrix, and then we have Marina Summers, and then Nymphia, and now Plastic. Sino ang magtatapos ng taon? Maybe an Asian queen. Pa-wash out. Hi, Lindon! Oh my gosh! Utang na loob. I like that topic. Utang na loob. I like that topic. Sige, i-discuss natin. Did your cartilage piercing hurt? Saks lang. Nung bago, syempre. Anong advice for moving on from your greatest love? Ngayon na natin rektahan yan. Anong advice ko sa... magkaroon tayo ng evangelism live. Anong advice ko for moving on for the greatest love? It's the thought na... It's the idea that you will meet more than just one love in your life. So to brand na someone is your greatest love is like telling yourself na hindi ka nag-grow into a potential partner that is capable of giving a kind of love that is better than what you've already given. So, hindi ako naniniwala na there's only one greatest love. So, siguro masasabi mo lang yung pag 99 years old ka na at malapit ka ng mategi. Pero, until you're still buhay, your greatest love is always probably the next one. Your greatest love will always be the next one because you're always a better version of yourself on your next relationship. Period. Shit. Dapat pala nilabas ko na lang sa evangel. Dapat kinontent ko na lang yun para para may likes pa. Ganda yan. Diskarte o diploma? Spirituality. Actually, I want to talk about that. Alam niyo ba dati, guys, na imbitahan ako na mag-homily sa isang progressive church dito sa Pilipinas. And feeling ko kasi parang ang topic ng spirituality and sexuality na parang sa karamihan ng mga maraming Kristiyano, matik, pag bakla ka, hindi ka sumasamba kay Lord. And I beg to disagree. Like, I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. So, yeah. I-content mo pa rin ilalike namin. Kailangan ko na evangelism ngayon. Me and my situationship just ended our connection. Kasi something, I think, we're not working anymore. Because I think that's fine. Like, that's isa sa mga favorite spoken word poetry ko talaga is When Love Arrives by Paul K. and Sarah K. So if you guys find the time to go on YouTube, search nyo, Spoken Poetry When Love Arrives by Sarah Kay and Kay. Parang, yung spoken word poetry na yun, it talks about all kinds of love. Na parang, I thought I knew what love was when I was in 7th grade. Tapos ganito siya. And then when love came, iba pala siya. And then, love disappeared. And then when na-meet niya ulit yung love is in a different form. Ganyan. So parang love, in that case, going back to the situationship, I think if it doesn't work out, it didn't work out, I hope you try to see it with a grateful heart. Na parang, if love comes, maybe, sabi niya, ang ganda nung line dun maybe love stays. Maybe love can't. Maybe love shouldn't. So, you'll never really know what love is, pero until ma-meet mo yung parang yun talaga yung feeling mo para sa'yo, appreciate all the kinds of love, whether it's a situationship, it's a friendship, or it's just a one-night stand. Appreciate it as it comes. Embrace it fully, because if you're gonna hold yourself back from feeling love just because natatakot ka masaktan, then you'll never really know. So, take that situationship with a grateful heart and sabihin mo sa kanya, thank you for stopping by. Ganun. Ano po masasabi nyo sa mga tao na ang tingin lang sa relationship is puro happiness and leaves when they're no longer happy? It's really entirely different for every person. Kasi ako, I left a relationship because I feel na I can't be in a relationship and half proud and only be half proud of a person individually. Alam mo yun, yung parang ang dami ko pang gustong gawin, ang dami ko pang gustong maraming marating. And for me to hold, when you're in a relationship, you have obligations, you have things to do. So in spite of the love, kahit na sobrang mahal ko yung ex ko, I also felt na parang hindi fair sa kanya. Because he will always be at the last of my many, many priorities. And I don't think he doesn't deserve that. So parang, I can't speak on all people who leaves relationship. I can only speak on my behalf, on what is based on my own experience. Ano yung reason ba't ako nakipag-break up? Na parang, I love him with all my heart, but the love is just not enough for me to feel that my life is full. So I gotta do what I gotta do. And he's happy now. Ayun. Dealing with almosts, or does unconditional love really exist? Gandang kwento yan. Hindi ako naniniwala. Unconditional love. For me kasi, you can only give an unconditional love if you've already reached a point in your life na talagang you're so full of yourself that your cup runneth over. Alam mo yun? Parang makakapagbigay ka lang ng pag-ibig na walang hinihinging kapalit kapag wala ka nang kailangan sa buhay mo. I think it is possible. Unconditional love. Kaya nga, importante yung sinasabi nila na parang buuin mo muna yung sarili mo, find your center. Because you can't give what you don't have. You can't pour out of an empty cup. So you are in a capacity to give high quality, unconditional love kapag mahal mo na yung sarili. Ganun. Any advice po sa mga friendship na nasira or like best friends na naging lovers? How do you move on pag ganun and matagal pinagsamahan niyo as friends and partners? Ito, what I gotta say about this is that I have 10 different best friends. Some of them are still with me. Some of them I don't get to talk to anymore. But although we've parted ways at hindi ko na sila nakausap, anumang reason ng breakup, hindi kasi nun mababago yung saya and relationship and bond na nagawa namin during the period of my life na magkasama kami. You will meet hundreds of people in this life. Hundreds, thousands of people in this world. And chances are, you will grow as a person, you will expand your circle. And every now and then, every once in a while, you will meet people na talagang sobrang cling. And there is more than 1 or 10 people na taong na mamimit mo na ganun. So just live life as it happens. Make friends as it happens. Be best friends with people as it happens. Let go and move on pag wala na sila. And just be grateful that at some point, nag-cross na yung landas ninyo and move on. That's just the way it is. Ayun. Rolling. Eva, did you fall in love with a girl before? What did you learn? I did. Actually, my first, I would say, parang isa sa mga first ko was a girl. We started out as friends. Hello, as a gay flamboyant, the flamboyant gay that I was. And naturally, she had her doubts. Bakit ako yung gusto mo? Ganyan. Parang, what were you thinking? And then parang, it's very complicated, especially to publicly as a gay person. And then, bigla kang magpo-profess ng love mo to a straight girl. So, I'm not sure. Maybe she was embarrassed about it. I don't know. Maybe it took her off. Maybe we just didn't see ourselves there. So, we just became friends. Paano yung thought na hindi normal ang magkamali? Hindi may iwasan na magkamali, pero hindi normal na magkamali. No! That's not true. Magkamali is normal. In fact, sa buhay, you will learn more things kapag nagkakamali ka than you do when things go right. Parang if there's one thing na tunuro sa akin ng mga adventures ko sa buhay is that always take the leap of faith and never fear making a mistake. Kasi to fear making a mistake tapos wala ka nang gagawin, hindi ka na you won't take risks just because of fear of making a mistake, then you've already made the very first mistake. Eva, you're so excellent. Ay, thank you. Opinion mo, me, sa friend na ng ghost because may gusto sa'yo. Valid ba ang ghost? Valid ba pag ghost niya? I think when a person develops feelings to this person, emotional feelings, I think hindi na yun friends. Parang that has already crossed the other side. So I think, for me siguro ika-classify ko sa as like, an almost lover. Pero to think na parang friends, parang iba yun eh. Kasi there's romantic love and there's platonic love. So once the platonic side is already out of the picture and romantic comes in any degree, I don't think that can still be considered friendship unless you guys like set the bar, like really draw the line na parang walang mangyayari, hindi to mangyayari, kalimutan yung feelings mo, and then there's mutual and genuine discussion na you guys will not grow beyond that, then you can continue on with the friendship. Pero kung nag-ghost yung si ex-friend dahil may feeling siya sa'yo, una sa ganda mo, ganda mo, but let that person deal with it. I mean, yeah. Cheating is normal. Did I say that? Free therapists. Nga. Hindi ako therapist na. Eva, what's gonna be your next tattoo? My next tattoo is dito, tsaka dito. L, left, kaliwa, and R, right, kanan. Kasi, I don't know if you guys don't know this, but hindi kasi automatic sa akin yung salitang kaliwa tsaka kanan. So, pag sabi mong left, ganyan pa ako. L. Ito siguro yung left. Or L, kaliwa. Kasi wala namang L sa kanan, di ba? So, L, kaliwa, ganyan. So, nung nagda-driving lessons ako nung one time, sabi sa akin nung nung coach ko, sabi niya, sir, ano ka na po, turn right. Ako, sige, ganyan. Tapos sinignal ko left. Sinignal ko yung left. Tapos nag-turn right ako. Tapos binusinahan ako nung nasa likod. So, kailangan ko siyang ipatato. Yeah.
Maparehong kaliwa pa ba yung paa mo? Hindi ko alam. Baka kanan na sila. So, yun yung next tattoo ko. Left and right. Hold them up high, so clean and bright. Yan. Mag-practice ka ulit bukas, ma. Go. Tingnan natin. Yes. I-DM ko na lang sa'yo yung problema ko last time. Go! Alam mo, i-DM nyo ako ng mga problema nyo. Tapos, so guys ha, kapag nag-DM kayo ng problema nyo, ibig sabihin, hindi ko naman i-disclose yung person, yung kung sino kayo. But, kung manghihingi kayo ng advice sa akin at isasagutin ko yan through evangelism, you guys wave, you practically allow me to use your story for a content ha. Kamamaya singilin nyo pa ako ng ano. How can you cope of feeling that you're being cheated by your partner although you do all for him? It hurts. I mean, how can you cope with the feeling? I think, karamihan kasi, at least, ng kilala ko, or feeling ko, have I been cheated before kasi? Hindi eh. Pero, what I noticed sa mga friends ko, na nanghingi ng advice kapag na-cheat sila is that, because of the pain, they have a tendency to self-destruct na parang all the negative thoughts are driven towards themselves. So parang it's either I had a friend na parang ang atake niya is parang ang pangit-pangit ko, baka ako yung kulang, ganyan. Pangalawa, yung isa naman is like parang hindi niya matanggap na naloko siya. Parang baka naman nagpakatanga ako sa kanya, binigay ko sa kanya lahat, ganyan. And then I think that's the first step of trying to move on and cope with it. It's for them to do yung mga sa mga na-cheat. Easier said than done, pero for them to forgive themselves for what happened because ano man yun, cheating is always a choice of the other person and should never be about you.
Parang patawarin mo yung sarili mo kung naloko ka and don't beat yourself up. Hindi ikaw ang nagkulang. Kasi, I've been cheated before. Yes, I've been cheated before. So, ang ano ko niyan is, I've been cheated before with Mr. All Too Well. Oh my God. Yeah. Oo nga pala, na-cheat na pala ako. Problema ko para magkakapera. Ako din.
Do you listen or are you familiar with Papa Dudut? Sino si Papa Dudut? I think mas better in G-forms or emails for anonymity. How can I make my son admit he is gay? No, you don't do that. You don't make them admit. You just shower them with love. You just make them feel safe. And you let them come out at their own pace when they're ready. Kasi kapag nag-out pag nag-out yung anak mo, hindi naman ikaw yung magde-deal ng consequences of the cruel society that we have. Hindi naman ikaw yung makakaramdam ng guilt, repression, harassment, humiliation, discrimination, oppression. So, we wish to have a society that kids don't even have to come out anymore. But until then, as a parent, I hope you make the space safe for your son. Ganun. Naniwala ka ba nang sinabi ni na straight na mahal ka niya? Ha? Okay. For radio podcast, Barangay Loves. Masabi ng teacher ko na hindi may iwasan magkamali, pero hindi kinoconsider na normal ang magkamali. Hindi talaga may iwasan magkamali. Like 8 out of 10 decisions you will make in your life, you'll realize na mali. Pero I think for me, up to this date, I would say na I have zero regrets. Why? Kasi kung ano man yung unexpected outcomes ko, I don't see it as mistake. I see it as a nudge to the right direction. So I really don't think that there's no such thing as ultimate mistake in this life. Everything is just a matter of parang alternate universe. Kung hindi mo pinili to, then ito yun. Then pag hindi ito napunta sa'yo, then you're probably destined for something else. And in retrospect, pag tinignan mo yung buhay mo from where you were to where you are now, ma-realize mo na yung akala mong mali, hindi naman pala talaga siya mali. It's just really not meant for you.
Yung sinabi ng tatay ko months ago, sabi niya lasing, bading ka ba? Bading ka, okay lang. Kasi okay, choice mo yun. Magagawa. Pero masama lang ko kasi lalaki ako. Well, you know, grievances, ganun talaga. Ako na nag-out ako sa parents ko, okay naman sila. Hindi lang nila matanggap yung drag. So, mahirap nga naman intindihin sa henerasyon ng nanay ko na yung anak kong lalaki nagdadamit pang babae. Now, acceptance goes both ways. Hindi naman porket nag-out ka, dapat lunukin na lang ng nanay mo yung mga inhibitions, mga anxiety, mga na kinalakihan niya. Hindi naman yun na-unlearn overnight. So, acceptance goes in both ways. You want to be accepted, you gotta accept that they also need their time. So, yeah. Mga gusto kita makainuman. Inom ka na ng tubig. Inuman tayo ngayon. Would you endure a pain for the sake of what? Of your children? Yes. Kahit ka sa mga pamangkin ko, I'll endure pain. I have 2 older sister, super achiever, and my parents expects na I'm also like my sister. And I can't help but be perfectionist. But I just have an answer to that. You are not your sisters. You are you. You are not your parents' expectations. You are you. You are not anything but who you are. So, you really have to stick to you, you know. Maraming ganyan, may mga ganyang pressure. Pero more often than not, yung pressure na yan is also self-imposed.
Unless, even if they're like verbally saying it, what can they really do? Diba? Nanay ko po, di agree since bata po ako, feeling ko game.
Di ko maamin sa fam ko, alam ko naman na alam nila. Hayaan mo lang sila. Dadaan mo.
Sa mga bata dyan na that are struggling with their family's acceptance, ako noon, to share lang, no? Kasi alam ko naman, Diyos ko, bata pa lang ako, bakla ako na talaga. And never kong kinonfront yon. I never, when it comes to my sexuality, I never had to come out and say na, bakla ako, ganyan. I never had to do it. Why? Kasi, kahit na bakla ako, I have good grades. I study well. I'm doing very well. I'm smart. I'm a leader. I do things. I'm an achiever. Kasi there is more to me than my sexuality. There is more to me than kung sino yung gusto kong makatabi. I'm a hard worker. I'm a good friend. I'm a good brother. I'm a good son. I am a lot of so many other things. Why does it have to matter kung sinong gusto kong chupain by the end of the night? Alam mo yun, I held that with so much pride na there's more to me than my sexuality, so that should not even matter. I don't even know why it should. Alam mo yun, na parang never ako yung pinahiya. Lahat ng gusto nyo akong gumraduate ng nursing, kahit di ko gusto mag-nursing, boom! I give you good grades, you know, whatever is in front of me. I am so much more than my sexual orientation. So, ang advice ko sa inyo is keep working on yourselves. Keep working on everything else that you will be proud of in this life other than your sexual orientation. That's just the tip of the iceberg. It shouldn't matter. Yeah. Grabe yung expectations. Why not kausapin mo muna sila? And maybe you just have to tell them that the pressure is too much and you don't want to deal with it. So, yun na. I mean, it starts with, I believe, as a communications manager and HR personnel, I believe na parang a good 60 to 70% of all the misunderstandings, anxieties, and problems in this world is because of communication. people have a negative bias. Our brains have a negative bias. Natural yan. Naturally, ang utak natin will always gravitate into the worst case scenario. And that negative bias should be protecting us from danger, pero in other circumstances, that especially in the world that we live in now, sometimes nagkakos siya ng unnecessary anxiety. So, I'm good with, I would like to say that I'm good with words. I love words. I'm very articulate. And if only people know how to communicate things that make them uncomfortable, make them unhappy, and like speak it, I think it will make life easier for most people. Bago mo i-assume na galit sa yung mga magulang mo at yung pressure na alam ba nila yung pinagdadaanan mo? Alam ba nila kung gaano yung kasakit sa'yo? Alam ba nila yung so baka naman hindi lang kasi nila alam. So also give them a chance to try to fix things up. Iba, sabihan mo ako ng love you, gagawa ko lang. Gumawa ka, tapos saka kita sasabihan ng I love you. Ayan. Ay, salamat. Sana all eloquent. Alam mo, ako dati, pag may alimbawa, yung nanay ko, di ba? Simple lang yan, yung mga kahit yung mga, tag nito, hindi pwedeng i-explain ng anak yung side niya. Ito na nga yung topic ko. So just to let you know, ang nangyari kasi sa akin noon, after graduating, so gumraduate ako April, di ba? Gusto nila akong mag-board exam agad ng June for nursing board exam. So gusto nila makuha ko agad yung license ko. Eh ako, ayoko talagang mag-June board. Now, my sister is also a nursing student. So, yung ate ko, nung gumraduate siya ng March or April, pinili siya ng parents ko na mag-June board. So, nag-June board siya. Eh ako yung sumunod. Ayoko talaga. So, I wanted to do gusto ko mag-October kasi gusto ko magtrabaho. Tapos magre-review ako. Tapos yung pang-review ko sa review center, gusto ko, kinita ko. You know, yun yung gusto ko Yun yung gusto kong gawin Tapos nag-aaway kami ng parents ko. At hindi nila maintindihan bakit nagpumilit akong, kailangan ko pa magtrabaho, babayaran naman namin yan. So the best way to do it, for me, what I did, sinulat ko talaga lahat sa isang, I wrote them a letter na iniwan ko sa ref. Tumama and papa. Kasi ang maganda sa letter, kapag sinulat mo kasi lahat ng mga bagay, pwede mong i-bato lahat ng mga arguments mo nang hindi ka nila kina-cut off. Gets ko yan, yung mga magulang, hindi ka pa tapos magsalita, meron na silang, hindi mo na So, sinulat ko sila. Sinulat ko din lahat. So, parang, gusto ko po kasing mag-board. Gusto ko mag-board exam naman ako. Pero kasi simula na nag-18 ako, parang tapos na ako gumraduate. So dapat tapos na rin yung responsibility nyo when it comes to me. So, kaya ko na pong magtrabaho. Hindi ako nagmamalaki, hindi ako tumatanaw ng utang na loob. Pero hindi ba dapat parang masaya kayo sa akin na I have this sense of ganito, ganyan. Wala naman akong minimin na masama, ganyan. So sinulat ko yun. And then the next day, tinuruan lang nila ako paano kumuha ng NBI clearance. So parang, ito yung gagawin mo. Ganyan. Although medyo may pa rin, may imbiar na pa rin sa boses nila. Kasi alam nilang tama ako. I'm always right. Pero at least it resolved the matter. And I was able to resolve it in a way na they were able to see then. Because, parents will always be parents. They will always think na they're better. They will always think na yung discretion and decision-making nila over the buhay ng anak nila is always better. But hindi yun ganon. There will come a time that you will make decisions for yourselves. And unless you're able to communicate it with your parents na ready ka na, they will always think na you're a baby girl or like you don't know what you're doing. So you gotta be assertive, but you also have to communicate. But ang pogi mo. Baboy. Thoughts on toxic positivity, mama? Actually, no. So ito nga yan. Toxic positivity. Toxic positivity. Oo nga. Maraming ganyan. Yung parang lalo na pag medyo out of, parang, tawag na, some people need to touch grass, Parang, the world is not like a bed of roses. So parang, pag minsan medyo tone deaf. Ganyan. Tama, mami. Hirap
Paintindi sa kanila but getting there. How can I open up to my parents po? I don't know how to tell them kung ano pa talaga gender ko eh. Ayun nga, like I said, then let gender not be the focus of who you are. Let your parents know you based on your personality. Mabuti ka bang anak? Mabuti ka bang tao?
Wala ka bang tinatapakan tao? Your achievements, your success in life. Let gender not be the focus of who you are. Kasi hindi naman yun lang ikaw.
Diba? You can be so many other things. You can be the next president of the Philippines. You can be the next senator. You can be the next TED Talk. You can be the next
New York bestseller. You can be a lot of things that doesn't have anything to do with who you want to sleep with by the end of the night. So,
tuloy lang ang buhay. Ba't di ka na lang nag-psychology course? Bagay ka doon. And actually, so nursing student nga ako. So,
ang alam ko, uno ko ng Psychology 101. And uno din ako ng, hindi man uno, parang 1.5, 1.25 ata ako ng psychiatric nursing. I really love the topic. I love psychoanalyzing things.
I love yung duty ko sa psych ward. Balin na baliw. Ayan. Some advice to someone who experiences quarter life crisis. Oh my God. I love that topic. Teka, sulat ko yan.
Sasagutin ko yan ha, pero i-content ko siya sa i-like niya pa din.
So I actually had quarter life crisis. So when I was in Singapore back in 2017, 2018,
I was there for 8 years. And then I described my feeling like this. Na quarter life crisis, or how it felt like for me, is like I have spent the past 8 years. I was trying to climb a ladder, achieving things, one achievement after the other. Tapos nandun ako sa tuktok, na-realize ko na parang the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. Parang nung pagtingin ko sa taas, parang, ito na ba yun? Tapos, God, that was crazy. I mean, kapag naranasan mo yung ganung feeling na na-reach mo yung tuktok, tapos na-realize mo na parang ito na yun, parang di ako masaya, parang wala akong mahanap. You will start questioning things about purpose, and ganyan. So, ganun yung quarter life crisis for me. So, I think
ang naging solusyon dun sa crisis ko was when I surrendered everything and I just let go.
Kasi kahit naman sa halimbawa, yung laptop mo na Android, Android talaga. Halimbawa, sa laptop mo na kahit anong gawin mo, hindi siya kumikilos, hindi na siya nag-work kahit anong restart mo, hindi. You really have to reset it. So, if you reach a point that you think you have quarter life crisis, I wish you have the courage to start over. Because you can. Yun naman ang other side. Masalimuot siya. Imagine, iwanan ko yung buwan ko sa Singapore and everything would be like went to ashes. It's like everything life as I knew it burned into ashes. And then masalimuot siya, but it is possible and it can be done. You'll be fine. Is it scary to reset? It is. It's scary. It takes a lot of money. Pero actually ang advice ko dito was advice ni Avatar Ang kay Avatar Korra. So, ang sabi ni Avatar Ang nung end ng episode ng season 1 is that once you've reached, ano ba yan? Parang something like, only when you've reached the lowest point in your life are you open to the greatest of change. Once you've reached the lowest of your life, are you open to the greatest change? Nasaan yun? Hanapin ko nga yun.
Ano na yun eh? Sa Avatar ang yun eh. Yeah. Basta yung once you've reached rock bottom, you are open to the greatest of change. So yeah. Crab mentality me topic. Mahirap yung crab mentality, no? Kasi usually crab mentality is a behavior that is not in you. Unless, aminado ka na, na may pagka-crab ka din.
Thoughts on La Grande and Marina, ayun na naman. Ayun pa rin sila, kahit gano'n sila kaganda, tignan, at Taguro Brothers pa rin yung tingin ko sa kanila. So, mananiniwala ka bang kamukha mo daw si Meme Bios? Yes, I know. I know naman.
Kahawi ka talaga si Meme. True, kamukha nyo nga si Meme. Diba? Ayan.
Yan yung bumalik si Cora, na-block kasi. Yes. Yung air, na-block yung niya ni Amon. Yo, yeah. So, mother, say my name. No? Yes, ganda. Ayan. Ano nangyari sa spook mo last live? Wala na. Wala na siya. Advice